Donald Trump urging for an immediate close to the Clinton Foundation, calling it, quote, the most corrupt enterprise in political history. But President Bill Clinton just now saying the foundation will continue even if Hillary wins the presidency. But, hey, get this, they're going to limit certain donations. Texas Republican Congressman Babin is calling for an FBI investigation of the foundation. He's on the phone with us due to some studio issues. Congressman, I'm glad to get you on any way we can.
Absolutely, Charles. I'm glad to at least get to talk to you if I don't get to see you.
Same here. You know, the Clinton Foundation, the pay-for-play, some of the donors from some of these countries and their policies, particularly towards women, all of these things have so many people riled up, and yet the Clintons are determined to keep it open no matter what. Well,
it's just a nonchalance. It's greatly disturbing to me. And when they say that, basically, they have said they have admitted the Clinton Foundation to taking foreign donations, illegally or at least unethically, and it's a little too late to do the right thing now, is all I've got to say. The Clinton Foundation needs to be shut down immediately. Even Democrats agree that there needs to be changes there. And you're right. I did sign, along with 59 other of my colleagues, calling on the FBI, the Internal Revenue Service, and the Federal Trade Commission to investigate the Clinton Foundation for pay-to-play activities that the Clintons have been enriched from at the expense of the U.S. taxpayer, and foreign policy, I might add. Yeah. Unfortunately, Loretta Lynch at the Justice Department has denied that request, even though the FBI wanted to do so.
There's no doubt, to your earlier point, that Democrats themselves have to be embarrassed by this foundation and even the list of contributors. What do we know with how they distribute this money and some of the other things? Because as a foundation, even as a foundation, we hear that it comes up far short, considering the influence that they should have in helping people around the world, which they say is their mission.
Well, let's put it this way. Since 2003, the Clinton Foundation has spent over $50 million on travel alone, and the foundation has failed to disclose over $26 million in speaking honoraria while Mrs. Clinton was Secretary of State. These are just a few things. Sidney Blumenthal, an old Clinton crony, was collecting $10,000 a month from the foundation at the same time that he was providing Libyan intelligence to Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Which is a complete commingling of services there, but I think is totally unethical. And there are just major overlaps between her, Mrs. Clinton's campaign donors and her foundation donors, because nearly half of her major donors have donated at least $10,000 to the foundation as well.
Yeah.
And several Clinton Foundation donations came from companies who were lobbying the federal government, including a $26 million payments from companies who had business before the State Department. She is the foundation has accepted millions from foreign governments, and when they say that they are no longer going to take these foreign payments to the foundation, if that's the whole thing, Charles, if she wins the election, and that is simply unacceptable. And it is basically an admittance that it is unethical, it is wrong, and they should shut it down right now. And I still call on the FBI to do the investigation. Well, this is the most corrupt operation I believe I've ever seen.
Representative Babin, thank you very much, because a lot of people are still trying to get their hands around this. Wonder why they didn't shut it down when she was Secretary of State. We really appreciate your time this afternoon.
You bet, Charles. Thank you.
Thank you.